Hurricanes, wildfires, flash floods, tornadoes, disasters cause significant damage, but not everyone is affected equally. What challenges do renters face when disasters strike? In this episode of DRCit, we will explore the disaster-related challenges that renters face. About 1/3 of Americans live in rental housing. The majority are lower income. Unexpected costs after a disaster can increase household financial stress. Renters depend on the decisions of their landlords. Unlike homeowners, renters do not control pre-disaster mitigation. Renters can report damages caused by a disaster, but the decision to repair is ultimately their landlord's. When disasters damage homes, landlords sometimes unfairly take this opportunity to evict tenants or to raise prices, leading to fewer affordable rental units for lower-income families. Affordable rental housing is often located in areas particularly vulnerable to natural hazards. These structures tend to be older and poorly maintained. Such factors put renters at a greater risk of displacement. If renters are new to an area, they may have not yet established strong social ties to the community, be aware of local resources, or know about hazards common to the area. Studies show that families with fewer connections tend to more frequently experience permanent displacement compared with those with strong community ties. Rental unit recovery is often slow and deprioritized compared to homeowners who suffer similar amounts of damage. Communication barriers, government policies, and decisions by landlords can reduce the supply of affordable housing, particularly for those with few financial resources. Home buyouts are important mitigation strategies, but they sometimes remove low-cost units from the market. Damaged rental buildings aren't always rebuilt. Fewer rental units increase demand and prices for apartments. For renters living with disabilities, options may be even more limited. Renters who previously lived in a unit that allowed pets might find it difficult to locate alternative accommodations. That is, just because a unit is available, it doesn't mean it meets the needs of the renter. Did you know that after the 2025 LA wildfires, Los Angeles County developed a campaign that provided extensive information to renters impacted by the disaster? It pointed renters to federal funds that could cover temporary relocation and air purifiers, clarified renter and landlord responsibilities, and explained how to file complaints when things go wrong. Posting information together in one spot makes it easier for renters to locate guidance during a stressful time. Renters face barriers applying for aid. Unfortunately, many aid programs are specifically designed for property owners. Government and local organizations sometimes provide assistance, but applications are often confusing, hard for renters to find before the deadline, and take a long time before approved. Some residents living in rental spaces may not qualify for assistance. For example, they may live in a short-term rental, live with family, or are without a lease. The residency status of others may prevent them from qualifying. So, how do we make post-disaster aid renter inclusive? First, involve organizations representing renters in the planning process, not just after disaster strikes. Such efforts should reinforce tenant protections and incentivize resilient rental housing. Second, expand eligibility and streamline processes for post-disaster rental assistance. Renters should be provided with multiple avenues for support, be it in shelters, disaster recovery centers, housing offices, or online. Third, strengthen post-disaster rental opportunities and protections. For example, work with affordable housing providers to offer quality temporary housing for renters. Other strategies include implementing eviction bans and rental caps, offering legal aid, and clearing disaster displacement eviction records. Keep in mind to widely advertise these efforts, as landlords will not necessarily pass information on to their tenants. Fourth, develop outreach campaigns that specifically target renters. Campaigns should let renters know the following. 1. Renters have rights, including limiting exposure to post-disaster hazards such as mold, lead, or asbestos. 2. That renters should put all requests to their landlord in writing. 3. That disaster-impacted renters might qualify for rent reduction, early lease termination, or their security deposit. Many of these vary according to state and municipal law. And finally, campaigns should clarify that not everything is covered by base insurance policies. Suggest what renters should look for before purchasing coverage or signing a lease. In each of these recommendations, partnering with local organizations such as housing authorities, tenant associations, and resilience hubs is a great mechanism for outreach. Thanks for watching this episode of DRCit. We hope you learned more about the unique challenges renters face during disasters.